Hello everyone, my name is Xiaowen. My student number is 233000499. Today, the topic of my presentation is Cognitive Theory of Multimedia Learning, CTML, and its educational medium. There are 8 parts in my contents. Number 1. Learning objectives. 1. Understand CTML theory. Learners can understand the basic concepts and principles of CTML, including the dual-channel hypothesis, the limited capacity of hypothesis, and the active processing hypothesis. Be able to explain the application and significance of these hypotheses in multimedia learning. Number 2. Master of the principles of multimedia learning. Learners can master the 12 principles of multimedia learning, such as the multimedia principles, the spatial proximity principle, the temporal proximity principle. Be able to apply these principles to design and evaluate multimedia learning materials. Number 3. Apply CTML to educational mediums. Learners can apply CTML theory to the design and production of educational mediums. Be able to analyze the way information is presented in educational mediums. Evaluate whether it conforms to the CTML principles and put forward suggestions for improvement. Number 4. Improve learning effects. Learners can improve the learning effects of educational mediums by applying CTML theory and multimedia learning principles. Be able to evaluate the impact of the educational mediums on learners' knowledge, construction, and understanding. Number 5. Cultivate critical thinking. Learners can think critically about the principle of CTML theory and multimedia learning principles. Be able to analyze the applicability of this theory and principles in different situations and propose innovative applications methods. Okay, this second. Number 2. CTML Model Author. CTML, the man Richard Mayer, he is an American educational psychologist and professor of psychology at University of California, Santa Barbara. Professional background of him, professor of psychology at the University of California, Santa Barbara, focus on the research of multimedia learning, educational psychology, and cognitive science. And his main contributions he created cognitive theory of multimedia learning, proposed the learner-centered teaching design concept, pioneering the application of cognitive science to educational technology and medium design. Last, his academic influence. His contribution to educational technology is that CTML theory has become an important theoretical basis for modern e-learning and educational media design. It has influenced the world's leading online education platforms, including Han Academy, guidance on multimedia learning. The effectiveness of multimedia learning principles has been verified through empirical research. It has promoted the application of educational mediums, animation, and virtual reality in teaching. Okay, next, his publication. His main publication is that he has many publications. He provides 12 multimedia learning principles, became a classical instructional design guide. Okay, let's come to the number 3, part 3. Okay, it is what is CTML? What is CTML? CTML, the full name of CTML, Cognitive Theory of Multimedia Learning, is a theoretical framework developed by Richard Meyer to explain how people learn effectively through multimedia content. It's grounded in principles of cognitive psychology and focuses on optimizing learning by considering how humans process and remain information through words, images, and sounds. Why CTML matters? CTML bridges the gap between technology and education by helping educators and instructional designers create more engineering and effective learning experience, providing practical guidance to reduce distractions and focus learners' attention, enhance the use of multimedia in teaching complex subjects. In summary, CTML is a powerful tool for improving the quality of multimedia education, making learning more accessible, engaging, and effective. Okay, let's come to number 4, the part 4. Yeah. In the introduction to CTML model, the key elements. The key elements of CTML. First, dual channel assumption. Number 2 is limited capacity assumption. Okay, the definition of dual channel assumption is that the human mind processes information through 2 separate but complementary channels. The definition of limited capacity assumption is that each channel has a limited capacity for processing information simultaneously. Okay, part 5. Cognitive load theory, CLT, 12 multimedia learning principles. 12 multimedia learning principles. Richard Meyer proposed 12 principles to guide the design of multimedia learning materials based on CTML and CLT. These principles aim to optimize learning by managing cognitive load and align with how humans process information. Okay, what is the 12 multimedia learning principles? First is coherence principles, then signaling principles, redundancy principles, spatial contiguity principles, temporary contiguity principles, semantic principles, then pre-training principles, modality principles, multimedia principles, personalization principles, voice principle, image principle. Okay, applying the 12 principles in multimedia design. How to apply? Yeah, first, to create effective multimedia. First, follow the coherence and signaling principles to avoid distraction and emphasize critical points. Number 2, use segmenting and pre-training principles to flow learning and managing intrinsic load. Number 3, incorporate modality and personalization principles to align with how learners naturally process information. By applying these principles, instructional designers can create engineering efficient and learner-centered material that optimize cognitive processing and enhance learning outcomes. Part 6. Educational video. Educational video. What is educational video? When designed effectively using CTML and CLT principles, enhance learning by engaging multiple senses, promoting active participation, and fostering deep understanding. They are an indispensable resources for modern education and training, bridging the gap between theory and practice. And how to apply in educational video. Okay, first, purpose-driven design, clearly defined learning objectives, focus content aligned with designed outcomes. Number 2, multimedia integration, combination of visual, narration, and animation to appeal to dual channels. Number 3, interactivity, use of quiz, prompts, and reflection question to engage learner activity. Number 4, segmented structure, information individual into manageable sections to avoid cognitive overload. Number 5, audience-centric approach, tailored content to suit the learner's level, needs, and context. What's the benefit of educational videos? There are 4 benefits. Okay, first is it can enhance the engagement, then the flexibility and the scalable learning, and last, it can improve the retention. Okay, let's go on. The principles for design education videos. There are 5 principles. First one, visual and auditory integrations. Use animations, graphics, and voice-overs to explain concepts effectively. Avoid overloading learners with redundant or competing information. Number 2, content segmentation. Break content into short, focused sections, each addressing a specific topic. Number 3, interactivity. Embed quiz, scenarios, or decision-making tests to promote active learning. Number 4, real-world examples. Use relatable scenarios to contextualize learning and enhance applicability. Number 5, personalization. Adapt a conversational tone and adjust complexity based on the target audience. Okay, next is the application of educational videos. There are 4 applications. First one, classroom learning. Number 2, e-learning platforms. 3, corporate training. 4, public awareness campaigns. Let's come to part 7. Part 7 is application in educational video. Application of CTML and CLT in educational videos. To apply the principle of cognitive theory of multimedia learning and cognitive load theory to educational video, enhance their effectiveness by aligning content design with how learners process information. Below are practical ways to integrate these theories into video-based learning. First, teaching design and objectives. You must have clear goals. So state the learning objective at the beginning of the video. For example, by the end of this video, you will understand how photosynthesis will structure content. Then use a logical sequence to present information, ensuring clarity and coherence. Then, number 2, multimedia integration. The processing, combining. You need to combine visual with audio to utilize both the visual and auditory channels effectively. Avoid displaying large blocks of on-screen text while narrating. For example, a narrated animation explaining the water cycle. Number 3, how to address the diverse learners' needs. To assess, include subtitles, transcripts, and alternative text for visuals. For example, subtitles for learners with hearing impairments. Tailor examples and scenarios to audience context and experience. For example, use examples from local industries for vocational training. Number 4, reducing cognitive overload. Intrinsic load management. To break down complex topics into smaller, more manageable sections, then provide necessary background knowledge before introducing advanced concepts. For example, a short pre-training module on key terms. Okay, number 5, visual and spatial design. Its coherence principle. It needs to focus on essential information and avoid distractions. For example, highlighting key points in diagram using arrows or color spatial contiguity principles to place text labels or captions near the relevant part of the graphic. For example, in a diagram of the heart label, each section next to its corresponding part. Okay, let's come to number 6, interactivity and engagement. Interactivity elements is that include embedded questions, clickable elements, or branching scenarios. For example, a quiz that asks learners to apply a concept just taught. Number 7, examples of application in different subjects. We need to use animations to demonstrate abstract process like photosynthesis or model bonding. Mathematics, showing step-by-step problem, showing with visual annotation. In language learning, includes interactive quizzes to test vocabulary comprehension after short story. Incorporate training. It needs simulate workplace with decision-making test. Number 8, feedback and assignment. Immediate feedback. It provides explanation for correct or incorrect answer during quiz or scenarios. For example, good job, this is correct answer because what? Yeah. Perform checking. It allows learners to revisit topics based on their quiz results. Okay, number 9, examples of CTML principal actions. Number 10 is benefit of applying CTML and CLT in educational mediums. Okay, that's the conclusion of part 7. Applying CTML and CLT in educational medium ensures that learners process and retain information effectively by integrating well-designed multimedia interactivity and cognitive-friendly strategies. Educational mediums can provide a rich, engaging, and impactful learning experience. Okay, next is the last part. Part 8 is the conclusion of my presentation. There are 2 parts of the conclusion. First, optimize learning effects. CTML and CLT provide a scientific theoretical basis to help educational medium optimize cognitive load and improve learners' understanding and memory effects through reasonable design of multimedia content. Number 2, it can improve participation and practicality. Apply interactive design, real cases, and segmented modular content to enhance learners' active participation and knowledge application ability, making educational mediums and efficient and practical learning tool. That's all of my presentation. Thank you for your listening. Thank you.